Hello and welcome to Leeds Tax News. I'm Amy Robinson. Here are today's headlines. Campaigners put pubs at the heart of the community. Final deadline for election voters. And Leeds mums predict the name of the royal baby. Real Ale campaigners are backing a major drive to safeguard the city's historic pubs. Campaigners warn that under current legislation, local communities are not given a say when pubs close down or are redeveloped. The campaign for Real Ale is hoping to follow the success of Otley, who managed to get all 19 of the town's pubs registered as assets of community value. Elliot Reiner spoke to the local pub owners.
Leeds in Yorkshire has long been associated with ale, craft beer and a great selection of public houses. CAMRA, Campaign for More Real Ale, is ensuring that pub culture stays steeped in the city's tradition. The Garden Gate is situated in Hunslet and is supported by the CAMRA campaign. The campaign is aiming to ensure that more pubs in and around the city centre are supported by giving the status of asset to community value. I spoke to the owner to find out whether this is necessary.
No, it doesn't need it. It's running well. It will never close down, this pub. It can't be anything else but a pub. It's a good thing, the community asset, but it doesn't need, this pub doesn't need it. That was last month. That was the month before Harry Jepson's 95th birthday. That was 70s. But that's the original Garden Gate team. And the physio bench. The city centre pubs will always work. I mean, Witherspoons, you can go anywhere, but they're always going to be there because there's always passing trade. Like here, we've got no passing trade, so these sort of pubs are the ones that need to be more community assets.
The Junction Inn is one of the 19 listed pubs in Otley. It's one of the most popular pubs and welcomes drinkers from up and down the land. Otley is a town situated just 10 miles outside of Leeds city centre. The town has a rich pub culture with 19 listed public houses within the area. All 19 of the public houses have recently been given the status of asset to community value. I spoke to the owner of the Jurors Inn to find out more.
As long as they are genuine assets to the community, I mean, I think there are places that you wouldn't necessarily say are assets to a community in town centres because of what they can attract. If the pubs are run well and they do look after everybody that's in there and they're serving good beer and good food, that is what they should be doing, and that'll help them themselves, and then the community asset status will keep everything going as well.
For pubs in Leeds, to protect their heritage, being granted an asset of community value may seem like the best option. However, what consequences this will have on business competition remains to be seen. I'm Elliot Ryder, Leeds Tax News.
West Yorkshire Police have released a computerised image of a suspect in relation to the Beeston bus stop raid. The 18-year-old victim was dragged from a bus stop in Beeston and attacked in early March. The police will be DNA testing anyone who broadly fits the attacker's description. The image will be shown at Millennium Square and on a mobile video van at locations across the city. Today is the last possible day to register to vote for the general election. Research has revealed that there may be as many as 7.5 million unregistered voters. As part of our ongoing election series, Olivia Newby investigates.
Today is the final chance to vote in the general election. I went to find out if the people in Leeds had registered yet.
So I don't think so, it's important. Politics are not important.
I don't feel like I need to get my vote and get that voice heard and, hopefully get some new policies this year that will really, do us better than what we've had previously.
I think that's what democracy is all about, isn't it? I mean, you have many countries around the world that can't vote, or people get shot trying to vote, and then we have the ability to vote but choose not to. It's kind of a bit selfish, really.
Yes, I do, because you can't complain about anything if you haven't given your point of view. You're cross. So yes, I do. I think it's very important. But I'm not very political, but I do think everybody should, because it's a waste if you don't.
Yes, if you don't register to vote, you can't complain of whichever government gets in.
No, why? Don't lie anyway.
Because right now, we're just letting people get on and do whatever they want to the country. So if we don't stand up and vote for what we want, then
they're just going to be pulling out whatever policies we think they can match up for the people, and so forth. We just get what we're given rather than what we choose.
The 2010 election saw only 46% of people from the Leeds Central constituency actually turned out to vote. With mixed reviews about whether people have registered to vote this year, let's hope more people will turn out on May 7th. I'm Olivia Newby for Leeds Hacks TV.
It's just 11 days until people from around the world will hop on their bikes and ride across the north for the Tour de Yorkshire. The route will be in 3 stages, starting in Bridlington on the 1st of May, and will stretch across 3 days, riding through Selby, York and Wakefield before ending here in Leeds. Amongst the many riders taking part in the event is multiple Olympic gold medalist Sir Bradley Wiggins. Charlie Baker went to speak to a local bike salesman to find out what this means for business.
Have you ever taken Bradley Wiggins?
With 2 weeks until the grander part of the Tour de Yorkshire, we're here at a cycle shop on the route to see whether they're excited about Bradley Wiggins taking the stage. I spoke to Steve Woodrup at Woodrup Cycles about the legendary cyclist coming to Leeds.
Wiggins is a bit of a character, is Bradley. He's done all sorts in cycling. He's won the Tour de France. He's just a fantastic rider and a bit of a personality as well. So yeah, it's all going to be good for cycling. Growing really for quite a number of years. I think we've seen all ups and downs in the cycling world. We've always come out of it reasonably well, but there is a lot more people riding the bike today than there has been for a lot of years. The Tour de France was such a fantastic success that everybody who saw it said, yeah, let's have a little bit more, let's have, and to get a 3-day at this sort of level is fantastic.
Well, after looking at all those bikes, I've certainly got the cycling bug. I'm Charlie Baker, reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
The royal baby bump could cost buggies up to £500,000 if the baby turns out to be a girl and is born within the week. The favourite for the royal name is Alice, with odds of 5 to 4. Other names in the running are Elizabeth and Charlotte, which are both at 6 to 1. Rachel Noon went to speak to the people of Leeds to hear their predictions.
Mums in Leeds have today expressed their views on the upcoming royal arrival. You may expect it to be a bookie's dream. Before Prince George was born, many people placed bets on the name and gender, but this time round, people don't seem as interested.
I went into Ladbrokes to see if any bets had been placed for the royal baby. They weren't able to speak on camera, but I can confirm that none have actually been made.
I spoke to mums of Leeds to find out some of their predictions.
I hope it's a girl. I suspect it might be a boy. I don't know about names, something very traditional as well that goes with George, maybe Henry. Because I'm on maternity leave and I can't afford to be spending money on nothing. No, I wouldn't.
Names, yes, I think it'll be a traditional name because I do think that they're going traditional. And perhaps Elizabeth will be in there as a tribute to the Queen, or maybe even Diana as a tribute to his mother.
Or maybe Harry or something like that, keep traditional like with George and I don't know.
It's clear to see that the people here in Leeds are excited for the arrival of the new baby. But this year, the bookies might just be missing out. I'm Rachel Noon reporting for Leeds Hack News.
In rugby, it is the last game of the season for our Yorkshire Carnegie. Our sports reporter Scott went to the stadium to find out more.
Yorkshire Carnegie play the Cornish Pirates on Saturday in their last game of the championship season.
Headingley Carnegie Stadium is the venue for the game on Saturday, and as you can see, Yorkshire Carnegie are already preparing for the new season, with stadium construction already underway.
It's 6th place 7th in the championship, and Yorkshire Carnegie will look to improve on their record of 4 wins in the last 5 games. They've also beaten the Pirates 3 times in the last 3 meetings, will look to make it 4-4. You can also cast your vote for the Supporters Player of the Season award on the official Yorkshire Carnegie website. Players with 10 appearances or more are eligible for your vote.
I'm Scott Anderson and this is Leeds Hacks News.
Scott joins us now in the studio. Hey Scott, you got here fast.
Yes, Amy. Thankfully, the number 56 is running smoothly today.
Do you have any more sports news for us?
I do. Here's today's roundup. In football, Leeds United owner Massimo Cellino has dismayed rumours
of a player strike after 6 players pulled out of the team with injuries at the weekend. In cricket, Nottinghamshire batsman Alex Hale produced the first double hundred of his career yesterday to put his side in a strong position against Yorkshire in the county championship. Yorkshire currently trail by 292 runs with 9 wickets remaining.
Thanks, Scott. And now for the weather. Mostly clear and bright skies are expected, with some light winds and highs of around 13 degrees. That's all from us at Leeds Tax News. I'm Amy Robinson. Thanks for watching and goodbye.